Okay, can you hear me now? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for letting me know there's no sound, but still no sound? Again? Let's see. How about now? Okay. Let's see if you can hear me okay. No sound, no sound, no sound. Uh, Favorite things for my Wealthy You wind downs. And it's really celebrating the women of Wealthy You. Let me give folks a minute to come on in. What I am glad about, okay, so no sound again. Uh, okay, I'm going to give it a few minutes to catch up. Testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Let's see if you can hear me. Okay, testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. I know you guys are a little delayed, so I want to make sure you can hear me. Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, so it just needs to catch up a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So good evening, everybody. It's Wealthy You Wind Down Wednesday, but it's Wednesday, which means I'm going to be sharing some of the wins of the fabulous Wealthy You Goal Getters in the community. So that's what I'm excited about tonight. Uh, Yes, it is Wealthy You Wind Down. So, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, make sure that you get your favorite glass of vino. Tonight, I am drinking a Hall Cabernet. And I think I have already had quite a few of these. Well, not quite a few, but let's just say I started early this evening, but with the kind of day that we had yesterday and now today, it's no wonder. But timing is everything. How do you guys feel about that? Timing is that we could not have timed Wealthy You Wind Down Wednesday for a more appropriate time. So I know many of you may be tuning into the political spectrum, but tonight I'm going to distract you just a little bit because I want to do a couple of things. And that is, I'll be sharing some of our Wealthy You wins. But the other thing I want to do is to welcome our newest cohort of Wealthy You Goal Getters, 22 of them to be exact. So I want to, just celebrate them, and I want you to welcome them as well. And I want them to post in, if you are a new Wealthy You Goal Getter, I want you to put in the Facebook comments, I'm all in, because that's one of the things that I want to talk about tonight as well. Another thing that I want to share is we have an amazing announcement to make just around the things that we're planning for 2021. Goodness, I want to say 2022, but 2021. And so we've got some inside information for our Wealthy You Goal Getters, because you're going to, of course, always get first dibs. Isn't that what we used to call it? First dibs. You remember that? I got first dibs. So our Wealthy You Goal Getters are going to get first dibs when we reveal that. That's right, Bridget. I'm all in. Okay. So put your name on it, because I'm streaming from another platform, and so I can't see all of your names. I can see some of you. If you accept when you come in and say that you are with Facebook, they'll take your name. Okay, I'm all in. That's right. So I want to talk for a minute about what does it mean to win and to be all in. What does that really mean? And so as I thought about it, I've coached thousands of women. And what is true is that the women who accelerate the fastest, they really do have a winning mindset. So I thought what I would do tonight is really share for it, what does it mean to win? I mean, I know you know what the definition of wins. It's achieving a certain goal. So, in the comments, tell me your definition of winning. What does it mean to win? Or better yet, how do you win? So that's the question that I have for you guys tonight. How do you win? What sets the winners apart from everybody else? Well, I've got my own insight on that, just the observations that I've made from women who come into Wealthy You and accelerate quickly, and then you start hearing them talk about, their accomplishments, the things that they've done, because that's one of the biggest things about Wealthy You and the community. It's about affirming one another, because you know what, when you have a winning mindset, when you see other people winning, that means you can win too. And I'm a part of a mastermind, and one of the things we talk about is that the conversation is different when you're sitting with winners, because winners have a different mindset. And so that's what I want to talk about tonight is, first of all, is what is Wealthy You Wind Down Wednesday. So what does it really mean to win? And so let me see, let me just kind of look in my comments and see what you guys have to say about it. Okay, so some of you say winning is accomplishing goals, moving ahead. Absolutely. So winning is forward progress. I love that. Winning is going all in. Absolutely. Winning is focus. It does. What is required to win is focus. Someone else said winners never give up. That's right. Winners, that is not quitting. So true. Winners train tirelessly. I win when I accomplish what I set out to do. Absolutely. Winning is execution. Huge. Huge in Wealthy You. Mindset, strategy, execution. Winning, going forward regardless of the obstacles. I love this. Focus, mindset, and discipline. And Deborah says, winners execute and help others. It's true. Bridget says, positive mindset, focus, determination, believing in the process. Self-awareness, always learning, never getting up. Absolutely. Karen, oh, I appreciate you. Winning is finding Mrs. Deborah. Winning. And I appreciate that, because that's what I want you to understand, is that Wealthy You is about you winning. And all progress is a win. So I think so often we don't celebrate those small wins, but in Wealthy You, we celebrate every win. Whether it's setting up that $50 automatic investment account, setting up a stash account, paying off a credit card, contributing to our 401k, it's all a win. Janice said, yeah, I love this. Winning, trying many things and seeing what works, learning from what did not. Boom! That's it. Winning. Winners. Winners never lose because they always learn. Winners study, strategize, execute, perfect their craft. Winning is learning from mistakes and never quitting. Love it. Winners keep fighting until they have what they want. Anita says to know your passion and purpose and to help others. So true. And so because it's Wealthy You Wind Down Wednesday and we're celebrating wins, and so I'm going to do that in just a minute. And I want to welcome our new Wealthy You Goal-Getters into the Wealthy You Society. This is cohort 4, and we will not be opening a new cohort until almost going into 2021. And that's some of the things that I want to talk about a little later. Okay. So I really thought about this. I was reflecting today about not only what it means to win, but the observations that I have from coaching so many women and really having a kind of close-up view and perspective of those who come into Wealthy You, whether it's been one-on-one coaching, the Inner Circle program, which has coaching and the Wealthy You Society, or in the Wealthy You Society, doesn't matter. Or even women who maybe haven't even joined any of our actual programs, but are a part of the community. And so I came up with an acronym for you to remember, because I want you to write this down and I want you to really think about this. whenever you're feeling discouraged. And I'm going to come back to the winners don't let setbacks keep them stuck in the same place. I love it. Angela says, I set up my stash account on auto, also started investing via Cash App, teaching my son that he has a stash account as well. Boom! That's a win. And you know that's why that's a win, Angela, because Angela took action and it's execution. So I really want to break this down. And if you want to write this down, write it down. Okay? So, what does it mean to win and how do you win? So I came up with, win, W-I-N. So the first letter is W. And the first thing you have to have is you have to want to win. You have to have a desire and want to achieve your goal so bad so that your behavior aligns with the desire of what you want to achieve. So let me just give you an example of what I mean. So one of the first coaching exercises we do in Wealthy You, whether it's me one-on-one coaching, whether it's the Wealthy You Society, is create our wealthy vision. And that wealthy vision is a visual representation of where you see yourself 10 years from now. All right. So why is that important? Because so just for those of you who aren't maybe privy, or maybe this is your first time even, viewing this or watching Wealthy You, the whole focus of Wealthy You is to help first generation investors build their first 6, 7, 8 figure investment portfolio. And the first thing that you have to change in order to do that is your mindset. And so mindset in Wealthy You is making a shift from an income mindset to a wealth mindset. And the shift from an income mindset really requires you to shift from this kind of poverty, middle class mindset to a wealth mindset. And the only difference between having a poverty mindset and a wealth mindset really is time, is your ability to make decisions based on where you want to be in the future. Because in Wealthy You, we believe you are creating your future today. So every action that you take should be based on a long-term objective that you want to meet. Now, in order for you to want to meet that long-term objective, you have to have already created it in the physical. And so the physical is 10 years from now, I'm living in this house, I'm doing a certain thing, I'm traveling, I have the ability to, whatever your desire is. And so you're seeing yourself in the future. And so that seeing yourself in the future creates that desire in you that's going to align your behavior to achieve that thing in the future. Okay, so W is wanting it, right? Wanting it is a desire. And in Wealthy You, we believe that every woman deserves to achieve the levels of success, financial success, that she deserves and she desires. Now, you can say what you want. We stay in our lane, and our lane is about helping you achieve the kind of financial success that you desire and deserve. And what that requires is first for you to get clear on what that is. So I'm not going to digress too much this evening, but I was talking with the Wealthy You Society members. So members who just came on, I tell you, who was on here tonight that is in cohort 4? Because me and the team were laughing because they were with us on Well, not with me, but they were with Tawana and Stephanie on, I think it was, what is today? So they had orientation on last week on Wednesday, and then they had me on Thursday. No, they may have had orientation on Tuesday, and then they had me on Wednesday going over the an overview of the seven wealthy habits, and then they had me. Then we did a wealthy you. All right, cohort 4 in the house. Then they had then we went through an exercise about creating their wealthy vision board, and then we celebrated. We saw their vision boards on. We had our vision board party on Monday, and just some amazing boards, just with vision and clarity around where they saw themselves. And one of the points that I made, and it's true, and so anybody, hey Brianna, yes, if you're put your name in the when you respond, because I can't see your name on the system, on the platform that I'm using right now. Okay, so one of the points that I made was that so often when we're not moving forward, when we're not making progress, when we're not achieving what we want, when we're stuck, not moving forward, it's not that we're stuck. It's that we're afraid. Somebody needs to hear this, right? It's not that you're stuck. If you're feeling stuck, it's not that you're stuck. It's that you're afraid. Agree or disagree with me? I'd love to hear your feedback on that. Do you agree that oftentimes when you feel stuck, when you're not making any forward progress, it's because you're afraid. And part of that fear is really based on you haven't made a decision. You're indecisive because you're afraid of making any kind of move. Sometimes you're afraid of making a mistake. You know, fear represents itself in all forms. Sometimes you're just worried. Right. Sometimes you're worrying, and I call that worry is like praying for what you don't want to happen. Agree? Okay, good. Okay, so the reason I say that is the antidote for fear. What do you think it is? Action. Are you overthinking it? The conversations that I have so often with you in inner circle coaching in the Wealthy You community, when I'm doing live coaching, so much of it is over analyzing things. Listen, let's be clear. Nothing is certain. Nothing. So, if you want to win, I need you to determine, create what you desire in the future, and then I need you to start taking action toward it. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, because you never lose, you only learn. Okay, that's the first part of win. All right. Now the second part, the I in win, is this. And I know this is going to be hard for some of you, but why really is I? You are responsible for winning. Somebody needs to hear this, okay? Because you are fully responsible, and if you're fully responsible, it means the I in win means you got to be all in. Are you with me? It means you got to be all in. It means you got to be all in. Now, I don't care what's happening. I don't care if it's the election. It's like Ray Charles said, it's going to do what it's going to do. Right? Like, You have so little control over so much. But guess what you do have control over? You've got control over what you think about, and you've got control over the actions that you take. And listen, you may not know exactly what you need to do, but you got to be all in and you got to execute. Agree or disagree with me? Let me see what your comments are. Okay, so action. That's right. Paralysis by analysis was my problem. Totally get it. Yes, action. That's when the doubt or fear of overthinking disappear and my focus becomes sharp as I move into action. And so I want you to think about that. Brilliant what you just said. Yes, action. That's when the doubt or fear of overthinking disappears and my focus becomes sharp as I move into action. And here's what I want you to understand. You know, we have 7 habits in 7 wealthy habits in Wealthy You. And one of those habits is a wealthy focus. And the reason why I want you to focus on the future, because then you have something that you have a chief definite aim. As Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. I told you guys last night you need to go get that book and read it. Are you with me? So the issue is, if you are stuck, it means you are focused on the right thing. You got to focus and shift on what you want, not what you don't want. See, so many of you are focused on what you don't want to happen. And so you are in defense mode. Okay, that's risk aversion. I don't want to take any risk, for I'm afraid of losing. That's risk aversion. Something might happen. Listen, there is so much that might happen, but there is so much that could happen if you just take ownership and move. Are you with me? Some of you need to hear this. You, as Obama said, did you guys see Obama shoot that shot as he was walking out the door? He said, boom, nothing but net, shoot your shot. And when you have that kind of confidence, then you can shoot your shot because you know what you're aiming at. But the bottom line is, some of you haven't even decided what you want. You haven't. And so that's why we begin with the end in mind. What do you want? So we can go get it. Are y'all with me? So W, right? You got to want it. You got to have the desire. I is it's up to me, right? Now, you don't need to be your biggest enemy in the mirror in your world is the person you look at in the mirror every day. Are you with me? Take ownership so you can win. Now, here's the other thing. N is huge. N, if you want to win, is no excuses. No excuses. I hear all of y'all talking about why y'all can't do this. Oh, it's so much. Oh, wow, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Yes, you are. You are feeling overwhelmed. I need you to be uncomfortable because nothing grows in the comfort zone. You need to be uncomfortable in Wealthy You. You guys hear me? You need to be uncomfortable. You need to be uncomfortable. But what that requires is no excuses. I know you got a lot going on. A lot. But guess what? I bet you I could outdo you with a lot going on. my team will tell you. They're getting emails. Sometimes I'm up at 4:00, right? If I'm working on a project, I might take a nap and get back up and go to it. And yes, still have coaching, still have clients, still have corporate clients, still doing campaigns, still building you guys in, still bringing new cohorts in because I got a vision. And that vision is stronger than any excuses I can ever have. Now, are y'all with me? Okay. I was interviewing somebody for the inner circle, and the inner circle is just our next level, ascending into where you're getting, kind of one-on-one coaching and very tactical and strategic. But I have people apply for it. You know why? Because it's not for everybody, and I'm not for everybody, right? Like, I got low tolerance for excuses. My kids will tell you their entire life. They were sick. You know what I would tell them? You'll be all right. Look at you. You can breathe and you can walk. You're good. Let's keep it moving. So, I mean, are you looking at me? So here's the point I want to make. Now, some of you may be angry for me saying this, but excuses are just lies disguised as reasons. Fight me. Fight me. Are you with me? If you're making excuses, you ain't lying. You ain't lying to me. You lying to yourself. Okay? And I know saying that lies might not be polite, but let's get real. Okay? Can we talk? And so that's why I tell people, look, I am not for everybody. Because I am not going to, when I start getting excuses or, that sort of thing, I'm like, do they really want this? Right? Because you're investing, and the goal of Wealthy You is to get a return on your investment. Wealthy You is about results. Okay? And in order to get results, I know you can't have excuses. If you want to win, ladies, if you're going to build your first 6, 7, 8, then you got to be a winner. And so that means you've got to want it. You have to have a desire for it. You have to create it. Visual representation of where you want in the future. Then you got to go all in after it. You got to go all in after it. And then all in means no excuses, right? So if you're all in, you can't have no excuses. So, like, I'm exhausted. I'm tired because I was up writing all night. But guess what? I still got to get up. Still got to do coaching calls. Still got to do all these other things. Make breakfast, dinner, all of these other things. Do Wealthy You wind down. Boom. Can't be coming in here. Oh, y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all don't want to hear me coming in here saying, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, my goodness. I was writing all night because I had a deadline. Then I had to get up. Then I had to go. Do you guys really want to hear that from me? No. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear it from me, right? You ever get tired of talking to yourself? So this is what winning means. And that's why it is so important to celebrate your wins, because when you celebrate your wins, here's what's really cool. When you celebrate your wins, guess what? That's what keeps you going, right? Because if you did that, then that means you can do this. And if you did that before, then that means you can do it again. And if you won before, that means you can win again. And so that's why you have to constantly celebrate your wins, because winning is contagious. I see it over and over and over again. So, boom. You guys agree or disagree with me? Yes. It's awesome to win. Because that's what you're in here for. You're in here to win. Not make excuses. Not shrink. Not downsize your dream. No, we're not that. If that is your mindset, this isn't the place for you. That's right. It fuels your progress. That's right. Anything worth having will stretch you. We have to have that uncomfortable conversation with ourselves and hear it from others. That's growth. Being broke ain't polite. Girl, you said a word there, Karen. Let's just call it what it is. Lies that are guarded. That's right. Okay? Real talk. And yes, apply this to my personal and professional life, because when you start making excuses, guess what? You'll never get to where you need to go. Ever. And I'm just telling you from experience. Woo! I wish that I had got coaching myself earlier. Are you with me? I wish that I had invested more in myself. I was so busy thinking that asking for help or getting help was weakness. Or I was always looking for that magic thing, or thinking that, oh, well, if I just observe, I'll pick something up. You know what you're losing then? The most valuable asset of all, time. So I'm excited. I'm excited for those of you who have joined and who are making a commitment. And that's why I want to welcome you. So let's give our new Wealthy You go-getters a round of applause. I want to start with Charlene Bland. Charlene and I go way back. We met when I was down in Florida doing Tom Joyner Family Reunion. I think that's where. So welcome aboard, Charlene. Rosalind Robinson, welcome aboard. Gina Negri. Now we met years ago in a 10K Goldman Sachs business training. So excited to have you join. Brigitte Roquette. Girl, you know that sounds like a stage name. Rosemary Glover, welcome. Let's give them a round of applause. Wealthy You go-getters. Rhonda Webb, welcome. Yvette McDonald, Rhonda Williams, Odessa Marshall. Odessa, let me welcome you into the inner circle as well. Katina Harper, Vanessa Butcher Johnson, Michelle Ware, so excited to have you in the group. Crystal Maddox, Evelyn Smith, Marilyn Turknet, Diana Berkins, Hawa Alau, Rashida Chandler. Welcome to the family, ladies. Bridget says, I get that all the time. I know. Girl, you better work it. It'll work if you work it. So I'm just so grateful that all of you joined and that we're partnering with you on your journey. Just know that you are in a sisterhood of women who are here to affirm your success and to learn and to grow together. And I promise you, you will be uncomfortable through this. You are going to be overwhelmed. We have a lot of curriculum and we have a lot going on all the time. But that's really designed to, we know that if we are able to execute with excellence, then that means that we are stretching ourselves, and that stretch is required for Wealthy You to grow, because my big vision is to help 1 million Black women get to $1 million in net worth. And it is huge, but it is doable. And guess what? I don't have to do it all by myself, because you're all going to help us achieve that goal. How's that sign? So, are you in? Because if you are, I want you to put in the comments, I am all in, because I need you to be all in. And I'll tell you, what's really interesting, there was a time when I would have got all sucked into all of this stuff with the political media, and that's not to say that I don't do my civic duty. But one of the things I know is that I cannot be distracted, that I need to stay focused on that physical representation of the goal that I have, that this team has to achieve. And it requires me to stay focused, and it requires you to stay focused. And so I am really, really excited about all of you coming on board. And we have got some exciting things planned for you ladies. We've got 2021 is going to be amazing because we got a lot going on. And so I'm going to give you just a snippet of it. And so, people talk about Black Friday and, all of these things. You're going to have all of this stuff, but we've got something coming for you for Black Friday that is designed for you to stay focused in 2021. And so just a little teaser, we have a amazing planner for you to be able to stay on point, stay on goal for 2021. And we're going to do a limited printing of it. And guess who's going to get first dibs? Of course, the Wealthy You Go-Getters. So stay tuned. We'll have you need to get what do I want to say? We need to understand what our demand is before when we go to print. And so we're going to announce that in the coming weeks. So we want you to stay tuned for that. So really, really excited about so much growth in Wealthy You. We're going to stay tuned because we're getting ready to take this thing to another level like a rocket. And that means we are going to need more team, and we're going to need everybody to lean in. We want to make sure that you are executing on your vision and that we can support you in any way that we can. So I get so distracted and need to work and so many other things. I need a plan on how to stay focused. Well, we got you. Okay? We got you. That's right. So let me see who's all in. Kathy Smith is all in. Anita's in. Sharon is in. Sharon Jones Hayes is in. Sandra Ellis Tucker is in. Deborah Brady's in. Nita Diane is in. Janice McKnight is in. We're all in. We are going to rock this lady. Now here's the deal. Here's the point that I want to make why you cannot be distracted. We launched the community right in the midst of this COVID happening, and we have experienced more growth in Wealthy You as a company in the midst of a pandemic. All right? So here's what I want you to know. When we started our conversation, when this thing hit, we were having a conversation. I was everywhere. I was on the, news, Black News Network, Roland Martin, NBC4, talking about the possibilities and the volatility. We were already talking about stay-at-home stocks, where to invest, and you see Zoom, Slack, all of these companies as a result of seeing the possibility and the volatility. We were right on point. And so what I need all of you to understand is that you cannot allow yourself to be distracted by the day-to-day goings of the market, politics, whatever. You've got to stay focused. You've got to be engaged. You've got to give to your community. You've got to have a wealthy mindset. You got to think like a wealthy woman. You got to add value. You got to do all of these things. But what you cannot do is you cannot let fear to paralyze you. You with me? Can't get stuck with fear. And the way that you do that, you know how you counter that fear? Is you surround yourself with like-minded people. You surround yourself with other winners because the conversation is different when you're sitting with winners. Do you agree, ladies? Are you guys ready to to go to the next level, because we're going to the next level in 2021. We are going to grow this community. We're going to have more people hit their first 5, 6, and 7 figures and 8 figures. I don't know who that's going to be, but we're going to see, right? We are moving forward. You guys got that? We are moving forward. We are going to create our own economy. You with me? Like, our own economy will be the conversation that we're making and the actions that we're taking. Woo! Watch out, I might start rapping in a minute. The conversations that we're making, and yes, you with me? We're going next level. And in order to do that, we got to have clarity. And clarity is around you creating your vision, because everybody's vision is different. What's important to you? Let's create our wealthy vision and let's walk into it. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, there's going to be a lot of sweat, some tears. There's going to be some disappointment. There's going to be some obstacles put in our way. And you know what I thought? Here's what I thought today. You know, I said I was going to talk about politics, but I just would be remiss if I didn't tell you guys what was on my mind. Do y'all want to hear what was on my mind today? So, you know, I was so disappointed by the turnout in this election and just what was revealed. Do you know what was revealed? What was revealed is that, wow, a whole lot of people have a whole lot of issues with people that look like me. Are you with me? I want y'all to get this. And then I thought about something someone said to me, a very important man, Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he said this to me, and I know why he said it to me was because upon meeting him and kind of going on tour with him, I felt like I needed to make everybody like me. And so he said, Deb, he said, everybody ain't got to like you, right? And that's what I thought about today. What? I cannot be bothered with these people who don't have high morals, high values, who are not concerned with the well-being of my community. But you know what I can do? I can be concerned with the well-being of my community. And you know what that takes, ladies? That takes personal leadership. And that takes you leading yourself. And that takes me seeing beyond the limited beliefs and views of someone's opinion of my community. Y'all with me? If you agree with me, tell me in the comments you agree. Everybody ain't got to like you. But here's what we're going to do. In this community, we are going to affirm one another. We are going to win. And we want everybody to win. And we will celebrate our successes in this community and outside of this community. We will not have limiting beliefs. We will not allow the opinions of others to dictate what we are able to accomplish for our families and generations to come. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I just want all of you to be clear, is that we can accomplish whatever we want if we first create a visual representation of what it is we desire, and that then we take put the systems, the structure, and the know-how into intellect, and the innovation and elbow grease, and we get up every day and we execute with excellence. Whether we're tired, no excuses, because we know whatever we desire, that we desire, that we deserve to achieve the level of financial success that we desire and that we deserve. Are y'all with me? If you're with me, tell me in the comments, I'm all in. Are y'all ready to go next level? And next level means that we cannot get to the next level with the same level of thinking that got us here. That we got to go next level. That we got to learn more, we got to do more, we got to be willing to fail more, we got to execute more, we got to learn from what we do and what we don't do. We can't be fearful. The market's going to go up and down. The economy is going to go up and down. We're going to lose jobs. We're going to get jobs. We're going to start businesses. Everything's not going to work out. But guess what? It'll work in the long run. It's going to work because we have faith. We have vision, and we're going to put action, and we're going to execute, and it's going to happen because we're going to do what it takes to make it happen. Make sense? All right, so if you're all in for the next level, get ready to roll because we are getting ready to go to the next level. So, okay, Kathy, I'm all in, ready for the next level. Onward, I'm all in. That's right, I definitely need to learn more. We're going to be bringing it to you. Deborah Brady says, yes, I'm all in, I'm all in, I'm all in. You just don't stand in the way. We will go around to get what we want. All in. I'm all in. I'm all in. Ladies, you're all in because you're in it to win it, right? So I just, as a recap, to win, what do you have to do? I want to see if you guys were listening and taking notes. So, win. W means what? What does W mean? In the comments. What does W stand for? Just checking. Remember, there's always a test. There's always a test. I need you to internalize this. And once you internalize it, you'll be able to execute on it. That's right, Karen. Want. I have a desire. I have to want to win. Ladies, you got to want it. You got to want to win. Okay? What does I stand for? What is I? Okay? What does I in win stand for? Do you remember? I want to see if y'all remember. Me, that's right. Me. I am responsible. I'm fully responsible and I'm all in. I stands for me. I'm all in, right? Me, I'm responsible. And then N stands for what? What does N stand for? In win. Let's see who's going to come up with it. No, Angela's on fire. That's right. No excuses. Ladies, no excuses. I don't care what they saying on the news or the this or that. No excuses. No excuses. Our excuses are just lies disguised as reasons. And you're lying to yourself. All right? Ladies, thank you so much. Did y'all have fun tonight? In it to win it. Wealthy You Wednesday. See, y'all think I forgot though. But I didn't. Because I'm getting ready to share those wins. It's not 9 o'clock yet. So let me share some of these wins. Maria, it's been a minute. I'm just going to go step by step. The point is Maria is breaking down walls and she's focused on paying off her student loans, something that she had been avoiding. She wasn't stuck. Remember, she was just fearful. Concetta, who was on the last week, if you watch Wealthy You Wind Down, she said, Motivational Monday. She had to think about what she wanted her life to be, stop working 9 to 5. So she's paying off debt. She's contributing more to her 403B. And she's upping that amount. And she got to her first 6 figures. Woohoo! Let's give her a round of applause. I got to talk about Calandra because I asked her if she would share this in the group, and she did. She bought Apple stock, Netflix, NIO, and Domino stocks. Woohoo! Let's give her a round of applause. Tamiko, investing more in her three savings plans, growing by leaps and bounds, making tweaks. Went from having very little. She's headed toward that first 5 figures. Personal rate of return is increasing. Woohoo! Let's celebrate these wins. She's changed. So Karen Smith changed her mindset, completed her financial statement, started rolling over her IRA, set up her automatic accounts and automatic contribution, and started watching CNBC. Now you know you got a different mindset. So that's right. She said, instead of looking at MSNBC, I changed the channel to CNBC. Now I want to talk about that, right? Because, wealthy women think differently. And one of your exercises in the course, we talk about you compare and contrast how you manage your finances to how a wealthy woman would. And one of those changes really is that she has a wealthy appetite, and she is continually to increase her knowledge. That's what you're doing, certainly in Wealthy You. But you have to get access to other modes of information. And you do that by being abreast of the market and how it works. So I'm so proud of you ladies. Win, win, win. You got to want it. You got to be all in and no excuses. All right, ladies, I hope did you enjoy tonight? Perfect. Excellent. Get ready to go to the next level. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm Deborah Owens, founder and CEO of Wealthy You, where we help women build their first 5, 6, and 7 figure, now 8 figure investment portfolios. That's going to do it for me tonight. For those of you in the Wealthy You Society, it's skill building tomorrow. So cohort... let's see who's at 8 and so cohort 1, 2, and 3 at 8, and cohort 4 is at 9 o'clock. So get ready, button your seatbelts. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Bye-bye.